Okay. So, first time with a saddle on a side pull. So, let me flex him a little bit. So, it is very important that the horses are soft. And that's a gig to the side pull. That I can take the head just like that. Because that's if they're not soft there, where I can double the horse. We have a problem. So I need to be able to, when mounted, he should be really soft. Of course he doesn't, he's never, there you go. There, beautiful. He doesn't understand here what I want. So I'm not asking for any kind of perfection. This is his very first time. There. But of course he's very stiff. So that's to be expected. He doesn't know anything yet. There he goes. So he is already, from being really stiff to quite flexible. There you go. Good. Good. Let's see what happens if we stand on the right side. Hey, look at that. Very, very flexible. And a few minutes ago, he was really stiff. So that's really good. So they learn quickly if we give them a chance. And if we have the right timing and energy, etc. There you go. Good. Let's see what happens if I stand on the left side. And just, there you go. Just waiting for his feet to stop moving. Really good. Good boy. Yeah. Okay, let's see what happens if I... Hey, look at that. Good. Really good. Good. Really good. Good boy. Let's Try this right rein again. Hey, excellent. Excellent. Let's try the left rein. Touch, give. Touch, give. Touch, and give. Oh, good. Well, he learned that quickly. Let's try it from the stool. See what happens then. They're just shaking loose, and as soon as his feet stop moving, I release. There you go. Good, buddy. Good boy. I just really want him soft to where he gives. It's flexible. So as we can see, this only took a few minutes from not knowing really what to do and very stiff to where he gives me the nose and stops moving his feet. So that's really good. Because if it's not soft there, he's not going to be soft anywhere else. I just bumped him, carefully shaking loose, so to speak. And I just hopefully wait for his feet to stop turning. And as soon as the feet stops moving, and there, and he relaxes, I'll give him the head back. Really good. Let's try again. There. Really nice. Really soft. There he gives with the nose, very nice, but there, wait for his feet to stop moving. Good boy. Really soft. Good. Really good. So it's important not to just pull and hold, but to tight, give. Because basically pressure release, bump them a little bit. And that's not the same as jerking. We don't want to jerk, we don't want to hurt him. There. There he relaxed. And his feet stop moving. That's not a chewing toy. You crazy boxer. Ah, you crazy boxer. That's not for you to chew on. No. Oh boy. Well, it's rain in the air, but it's fucking warm though. Okay, good boy. Whoa. No, sorry, I got up on this side, didn't I? Okay, to get up on this. The horse should not walk off before I offer that open door in front. But considering this is the very, very first time, and we are in an indoor arena because there's a lot of rain in the air, it's raining on and off, and we don't want to, because normally I would just walk him to the other side of that huge field over there, turn his nose towards the barn and the other horses in the pasture, because the most important thing when we get on them for the first time, whether they've never been ridden before or they've been mounted many, many times, because forward motion, if we do not have forward energy, on the boat, it doesn't matter how much we steer, we need forward energy. So now I just kind of took his head, kind of unbalanced him a little bit, and I did not squeeze with my legs, I didn't kiss, I didn't do nothing. So even if the horse, especially this very, very first time, this is the first time we mount them. And normally we do not mount the horses in the indoor because they don't see much point in going forward always, first of all, what the hell are you doing up there? Shit, you're normally on the ground, and they don't understand anything. They do understand the kiss, that noise, what that means. That means move. But here they can only move so many meters before they have to turn, and then move and have to turn. So that's why I like to be out there in a huge field. The bigger the better. So that they see that wide open space and the barn and the other horses. Sometimes you can also do that. Someone else, either in a halter and lead rope, or just rides another horse right in front of him and takes off that way, kind of like a magnet. But the reason why I mount him here now in the indoor is because we don't want to get caught out there half a kilometer or maybe even more from the barn if it opens up again here and really, really rains. So I'm not going to ride him. This is the very first time. So I'm just going to walk him around a little bit I'm not asking too much of him. And also, because it is the very, very first time, I put the side pull a little bit lower than later on. But that's only because it's the very, very first time. And I get a little bit more, so to speak, leverage if I want to double him, left or right. And so that's the only reason why the side pull is a little bit low now. And I'm just waiting to see if he's going to walk off. And if he does, that's good. That's what I want. But at the same time, I don't want to, so to speak, whack him in the butt. I don't want no stupid bastard with an arm extension, with a whip, with a piece of plastic here, trying to scare him into turning. I mean, just turn like this where I bend his nose. I never done that, and I wouldn't want anybody to do that with my horses. This is not my horse, but horses that I'm responsible for. So I always get on them on my own. I don't want anyone being back there with a whip with a piece of plastic on it, scaring him into moving, and then me sitting here jerking him left and right. I mean, what the fuck is that? If you want to do that with your horse, I can't stop you, but I don't see. I want this to be a positive experience, and there he walks off now. So I get off his back. When he walks off, put a little bit more pressure in the stirrups, because I want to help him. Because of course we want the horse like that. We don't want him like that. If he doesn't walk off, I can just try to slide my hand down here and slowly kind of unbalance him. And I put all the weight in the stirrups to make it easier for him. But of course, should he do something that I do not approve of, then I'll just do this. But they pretty much never do. If you do the groundwork correctly, there he walks off, really good. I don't even try to steer him. I just let him walk here. Just let him walk. Because the most important thing now is forward energy, forward motion. So I just put all the weight in the stirrups, unbalance him a little bit. If I put all the weight in the stirrups, it's easy for him to move. So I'm trying to help him. Here he walks off again. So I just kind of stand up, point my toes down, and just let him walk off. The only thing I'm asking of him now is just move forward, buddy, and get used to an old man with a stock saddle on your back. I'm not going to lope him like I see a lot of people do. They put him in a sturdy, good round pen, and they have someone on the ground with a whip, with a piece of plastic on it, and they scare the horse. I'm just going there like this, you know, and the horse is loping around, and his eyes are like this, and he's wondering what the fuck is going on. If people want to do that, I can't stop them. You know, I have no legal right to. But it's not for me. I want him to look at this as in a positive light. It would be even better had it not been raining on and off pretty bad here. It would have been much easier. If I walked them up there, it's probably more than half a kilometer. It's probably closer to 1 kilometer at the very far end of the big fields. And then I just turn his nose, heading back to the barn, get on him, and because normally then they have much more, the barn and the other horses in the pasture acts like a magnet. And I just sit there. I don't even try to steer him. I just sit there and go along. But here we can see he thinks like, why should I move forward? I mean, I have to turn and then move forward a few meters, have to turn. And I don't make a big deal out of it. And I definitely don't want to start fighting with him and whack him in the ass, you know, or scare him with a whip and a piece of plastic. So let's see if I can unbalance him here again. Just there. And as soon as he starts moving his feet, I release. And then when he stops, I just take his nose. And there I just basically whispered the kiss sound. I don't even think the microphone picked it up. It was very slight, and that's all it was needed. Because I don't have to, so to speak, shout the kissing sound. I want the horse to be as feather light as possible. So whether it's the kissing sound, or the leg aid, the rein, lead rope, my weight, whatever the case may be, I want to give the horse a chance to respond to the slightest basically thought. I should only have to basically think about the kissing sound, and I want him to move off. And he moved off really good there when I whispered that kissing sound. So now I steer him a little bit here, and I'm going to head for this corner here. See what happens. So now I do steer him a little bit, just to see how he reacts. Okay. So now I'm just going to let him walk down here, and I still kind of stand up. And you can see he's a little, kind of like he drank a bottle of whiskey. But of course I'm not asking for any kind of perfection. All I'm asking for now is for him to relax and walk forward. And that's plenty. Yes, you're nuts. Yes, you're crazy. So that's his very, very first ride. And that's all I ask of him. I don't even ask him to trot, and definitely not to gallop, and definitely not, so to speak, scare him into a gallop. And he's 10 years old, never really been schooled under saddle because of different reasons. But thus far, I would not hesitate if the owner said, well, do you want the horse? I can give it to you. I would not hesitate for 1/2 second. I would immediately say, yeah, hell yeah, I'll take him. I just wish he was 10 months, or at least, let's say, 2-3 years old. But still, even though he's 10, he should have 15-20 years of a good life in front of him if we treat him correctly. So now I'm going to give him the ultimate reward. The reward is to stop me, get off, but the very ultimate reward is to bring him to the barn now. Take the saddle off, put him back in the pasture with the other horses. So this was for him now a very positive experience. I only wish that we could have done this about 1 kilometer that way, out in the open. But like I said, I don't want to be soaking wet. So this is going to have to do. At least it was a positive experience. He got to walk around a little bit with a human and a saddle on him. So we'll continue tomorrow. But hopefully the weather will be better and we can bring him out there and walk him and trot him at least, and maybe even lope him. We'll see. Okay, that's it.